Yes! You know how long I've been waiting for this? You have no need to explain, it's all good.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at 9 times Rick and Morty infiltrated video games.
Look at me! Holy crap!
Oh snap! We're gonna get fucked up!
Rick and Morty kick-ass cameos.
It's no secret that Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon have a love for video games, as Rick and Morty has done several cross-promotional trailers and TV spots. But how often have the grandpa and grandson shown up in games? Well, tell us, which of these was surprising to you the most? Let us know down in the comments, and I will see you there.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Fortnite.
But we have something they don't. A reason to fight!
Yeah, we're just gonna get this one out of the way. Fortnite has become pop culture the video game with its dozens upon dozens of guest characters, to the point where it completely overshadows its original characters. With so many TV shows, movies, games, and comics getting thrown in, it was only a matter of time before Rick and Morty showed up. Chapter 2 Season 7 added Rick in as an unlockable character for the Battle Pass, and you could unlock a pickaxe of Hammerhead Morty as part of Rick's set. Morty wouldn't be added in until sometime later as a purchasable character. Dota 2.
Can somebody stop blowing that horn?
Oh man, first blood just splattered!
Morty, he may not look it, but this is a real doctor. He cured me of my alcoholism.
If you can't get enough of the innate ramblings between the drunken grandfather and perverted teenager, Dota 2 offered up a new announcer pack that made matches a little more entertaining to watch.
Whoa, killing spree! Middle tower under attack.
Triple kill!
For $8, you could replace the announcer with Rick and Morty, and the duo will make comments about the fight, some lines even being said when certain characters are on the screen.
Oh, Dire Nation's under attack.
Radiant win! Radiant's victorious!
Shut up, Morty.
Paladins.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Admittedly, Paladins does not have any kind of crossover with the acclaimed Adult Swim show. However, this is still worth mentioning because of how it references the show with a very particular inside joke.
Nothing a little brute force can't handle.
Upon killing Buck, Omega Vivian will say, "To be fair, you have to have a really high IQ to get this." Anyone who is aware of Rick and Morty will recall a time when some of the bad actors within the fanbase would pretend that watching the show inherently made them smarter than most people. The line would become mocked amongst much of the community, and it is still mocked to this day. Gang Beasts. For a small game developed on a shoestring budget, Gang Beasts has certainly amassed its own loyal fan base, and we can see why. There's nothing more hilarious than picking up your friends and throwing them off a cliff or into a meat grinder, regardless of how many times you do it. Shortly after the game launched, Gang Beasts added in new cosmetics that allowed players to dress up as either Rick or Morty. The only things missing were the pubescent screams and alcohol-fueled belches. Move or Die.
Look at me! Holy crap!
Oh snap!
Move or Die boasts the same level of entertainment and friendly hostility as Gang Beasts, throwing players into all sorts of various minigames involving platforming and sometimes killing your friends. It's a simple game, but immensely fun to play. In 2017, the game received an update called Kick-Ass Cameos, which added 5 Rick and Morty characters to the game. Rick, Morty, Mr. Meeseeks, Bird Person, and Crumbopulous Michael, the overly friendly and psychotic bounty hunter we met in the Morty Night Run episode.
I'm Crumbopulous Michael. I'm an assassin.
The war in which we fought is far from over.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks!
Rocket League. Yes, Rick and Morty have found themselves in a number of multiplayer games since the show's launch in 2013. Even Rocket League got a wealth of cosmetics for its players based on the show. In 2017, developer Psyonix released a bunch of new customization options for players. In addition to wheels made after Rick's portals and a trail of the sentient alien fart, you can equip antennas of Rick or Morty, as well as toppers of Mr. Meeseeks, a Cromulon, and Mr. PBH. You know we cannot say the actual name. Thanks, YouTube. Overall, it was a heck of a way to celebrate the game's 2nd anniversary, and to show off your Rick and Morty fandom. Maneater. If you haven't played this open-world shark simulator, you absolutely must. This game is a ton of fun. A bit of a slow burn, but worth it the further you get into it. Maneater follows a ridiculous tale about a baby shark as it grows and terrorizes mankind with its supernatural abilities. Narrating your entire journey is Chris Parnell, who Rick and Morty fans will recognize as the voice of Jerry Smith. And the connection doesn't end here between the game and the show.
Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns.
Of the various landmarks you can find underwater, one you will stumble upon is a sunken UFO, to which Parnell will mention something about self-driving UFOs from the Gazorpazorp race, which is the same alien race featured in the episode Raising Gazorpazorp.
Thanks, dum-dum.
MultiVersus.
Yes! You know how long I've been waiting for this? You have no need to explain, it's all good.
At first, the only nod to Rick and Morty we had in MultiVersus was Mr. Meeseeks, who serves as target practice in the tutorials and can be summoned when using the Meeseeks box. Shortly after the game launched in open beta in July 2022, developer Player First Games announced its first 3 new characters: LeBron James, Rick Sanchez, and Morty Smith.
That was a good hit! Hey, over here, look at me!
A few weeks after LeBron's debut, Morty joined the roster with a moveset referencing a ton of episodes from the show. As for Rick, gameplay has leaked online, but no word has been said as to when he'll be joining MultiVersus at the time of this video. And that Cromulon stage, by the way, has an awesome score. Trover saves the universe.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the right place. You're the one. Okay, listen to me. We don't have time to get into it right now, but you're coming with me.
Seeing how this game was developed by co-creator Justin Roiland's own game studio, Squanch Games, previously known as Squanchtendo, but Nintendo didn't like that, so they made him change the name, it only makes sense that Rick and Morty squeezes its way into another Roiland project. After leaving the tutorial world and receiving your first mission, you will arrive in a strange area known as Schleemy World. Fans might recognize the name, as Schleem is mentioned in Interdimensional Cable 2 Tempting Fate, as a material used to create plumbuses is called Schleem.
We got a plumbus. That's 6.5 grapples.
We wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Pop-Up's homeworld is the place where plumbus factories get their Schleem. That sounds really nasty now that I'm saying it out loud.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? Model airplanes. Oh, that's a weird thing to talk about.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.